girlfriend laughed when I proposed to her, so I laughed as I made her homeless. My girlfriend Rachel and I started dating when we met in high school. She was a sweet girl, but she had a lot of problems at home. Her mother had died when she was 10 and she never knew her father. She was unhappy, so my family offered to let her live with us. She and I live together in our finished basement. Now, me and Rachel have been together for 7 years, and I knew that it was finally time to propose. I was working in a grocery store. They had just promoted me to manager. I knew that Rachel liked the finer things in life and I worked really hard to keep her happy, so I saved my money. But whenever I could, I would spend it to take her to nice restaurants and buy her things she liked. I didn't have much money for a ring, but I bought the best thing I could find. I figured I would get her a nicer one when we had more money. I was sure she would understand. I dressed in my best suit. I took her out to a fancy restaurant that she had wanted to go to for a long time. A few minutes after we were seated, I told Rachel to order whatever she wanted, no matter how expensive it is. When it was the perfect time, I got down on one knee, looked at her in the eyes, and asked her to marry me. When I busted out with a ring, Rachel started laughing. I was so excited. She was laughing and was so happy because I finally proposed to her after 7 years. But she just kept laughing and laughing. Tears were coming out of her eyes. I asked her why she was laughing, but she couldn't answer me because she was laughing so hard. Now I was a bit confused, but I went on with it. She saw that I was looking at her wondering what was going on. She finally calmed down enough to tell me what was so funny. She said the diamond is so tiny, and it is impossible to see it without a microscope. Then she looked at me and said that she would never marry a man that would disrespect her like that. She called me broke and a lazy grocery store employee. Then she started laughing even harder. To make things worse, everyone in the restaurant was looking at us and laughing too. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I knew Rachel had expensive taste, but I thought she loved me. I walked out of the restaurant. I had never been more humiliated in my life. I went in my car and left without Rachel. When I got home, the first thing I did was take Rachel's things and throw them out the window. I didn't want to have anything to do with her. When she got back, she asked me what was going on. I told her I didn't want to date her anymore. I said our relationship is over. Even though Rachel had expensive taste, she didn't come from money. Her family was poor. I knew this, so I kicked her out that day. Rachel doesn't have much family, and her mom didn't take her in, so she's probably sleeping on the streets. Am I the jerk?